Because it's like a year of the same shit. Okay.
Only a year?
Dude, I started playing that game in like February. It's now almost February again. Okay, it's live back on and the recording's on. Might take another 10 minutes for it to boot up again because I had to turn off the stream.
Oh yeah, autopilot kicked out.
Wow. Do you like my fireplace? I feel it was very appropriate.
Well, it's not as glorious as my fireplace where the burning logs fall out on the carpet. Yeah, that was during the times of those fires in America, right? Yeah, there was time of those huge fires, and he used a burning house for the background music. Yeah,
burning house.
When that shit was going on.
Well, I'll be more creative in the future. I tried to get Jormungandr, but he's busy, I guess. He has his waifu over.
We don't need no filthy Italians. Yeah, but I think like 3 or 4 people is the best. Yeah. Because then, if there's more, it becomes kind of chaotic.
Yeah, too many chefs spoiling the broth, so to speak. Well, let me know when to start.
Let's see, it's live yet. Monochrome is playing Quantum Break. I'm supposed to play this. Jesus.
Well, I'm live on main, so.
Whenever you're ready. Personally, I know nothing about the news. I just found out that they're making fourth steel.
Cold Steel, what was that?
Oh well, fourth.
Oh, that thing. So my Loeln, your mic is, I don't know if it's only on my end, but your mic is really quiet.
It's always really quiet.
Oh, let me pump up your guys' jam a bit so people can hear you. That'll help. Pump up the jam, pump it up.
I don't know if mine sounds fine.
Sound good to me.
Let me pop up chat. That would be a good thing to do.
Well,
yeah, it looks like I'm live. Yeah, hello people.
Refresh the page.
I'm live. You're live for me.
Fuck it, it's time.
Hold on.
Geico, go away.
It seems,
okay.
Yeah, it seems to be like there's no game title and no viewers, nothing.
Well, I didn't put a game title.
There are viewers, but there's more mods than viewers as usual.
Game category is News Tycoon.
Wonderful. I didn't know what to put for the game title.
I usually just pick a neat sounding game title.
Maybe a mod so we have less viewers. Welcome from the Phoenix rising from the ashes. It's the newscast randomly as Sunday. God. I am your impromptu host, JonFan. With me is Loeln and Zafo, and whoever wants to fucking join in, whatever. We have a hot day of not news.
Let's see. Let's cover all the news since our last newscast. We've got about 3 years to cover, or
3 years. Oh fuck!
I hear Nintendo's working on a new console that's called like the Switch or something.
Yeah, I heard they're gonna patch it up. Like there's gonna be a lot of defects.
Yeah, I hear it's gotta be more of the same. Well, now that we've covered Nintendo news, let's move on.
Nintendo shit. Oh, speaking. Well, let's start out.
News over.
Well, speaking of Nintendo Switch news, Bayonetta Climax Edition coming out for the Switch 1 and 2. It's only Japan only, but it'll have full English support, so just go buy that, I guess.
Does it have a release date?
Regardless of localization.
I heard that Switch is not region locked anymore, so there's that.
No release date as of yet. Hold on.
There is no region locking on Switch, but depending on where you buy the game, it may or may not have English. Like if I buy Splatoon 2 in America, I can play it on my Japanese Switch, and it will have the English dialogue.
Bayonetta Climax Edition.
But not every game is like that.
Climax Edition revealed Switch on February 17th.
Wait. So they're releasing both games again.
Yeah, Bayonetta 1 and 2
for the Switch, yes.
I don't want to say it, but
I, for one, don't particularly mind because it gives me hope that other Wii games and Wii U games will appear on the Switch, like Fatal Frame 5.
Loeln, you like up in your mic, you know, the great breaths.
Sorry, February 17th, not November. I get that confused, I guess. Yes.
I still haven't played the second one.
I still haven't played the first.
Speaking of which, apparently Nintendo of Norway site confirms Bayonetta 3 and Metroid Prime 4 coming in 2008. I don't know how legit that is, but 2018. Sorry.
You are farther behind than we thought.
2018. Yeah, I'm the greatest person to do this newscast, right?
You're doing fine.
So?
All new games. Yeah, but I don't know if it's confirmed. For you.
Soon? Or did Nintendo...
I don't know about Switch.
I think they did.
Nintendo, we got Mario, we got
I
Zelda.
guess.
Well, what more do you want? God, picky fans.
Oh, Metroid, I guess.
Well, they will have that Monster
Metroid
Hunter
Prime
double
4.
X, but that's Japan only, so...
Double X, triple X.
I love trolling Nintendo fanboys on YouTube comments with that. Because they're apparently still butthurt about Monster Hunter World.
I mean, it's about time to upgrade Monster Hunter, isn't it?
I love one of the favorite arguments of theirs is like, yes, Sony did some shady deal behind Nintendo's backs with Capcom. And I reply, yeah, and that's why the Monster Hunter World comes out also on Xbox One and on PC, right? Because Sony did the deal.
Sneaky Stone.
Secret deals.
Getting releases on every console except the Switch.
I mean, they haven't really upgraded that engine since like the PS2 era. So
Monster Hunter is pretty guilty of that, I feel. That's what I've heard, at least.
Not really. This one, you played the demo?
No, I mean like attack animations being the same as they've always been.
Well, you're fighting pretty much the same monsters, like, but I played the demo and it's easier. It's easier.
It's casualized.
Yeah, like
fucking casual. Fucking enormous. Get out of my Monster Hunter.
In normal Monster Hunter, but in demo I just bullied him.
Right. I mean, they're probably like, oh, we finally made a new engine for Monster Hunter, and we want to actually sell copies. So they probably like made some concessions so people would buy the game more.
Well, they finally grew a brain and released it on PC too, well, in Altman.
Yeah. Well, they've been kind of doing that for a lot of things.
They're doing the smart thing now.
PC-wise. Yeah. Speaking of which, for those that are interested, Dragon Ball FighterZ Open Beta begins January 14th.
Just bought Xenoverse 2 on sale, damn it.
If you pre-order Dragon Ball FighterZ, you get to do the beta a little day earlier, and the beta ends on the 16th, and the game launches on the 26th of this month.
Yeah, at the release day of Monster Hunter World, no thanks.
I'll be getting it just because I think one of the people over here on the island is actually a huge DBZ fan, and that might be a way to, get him to actually like talk to me and hang out and stuff. But I'm not particularly interested in it that much.
You better main meet Mr. Satan or Yamcha.
Mr. Satan.
You can't main Satan, but you can main Yamcha.
Can I play Chaozu? Or Tien, the strongest human? The strongest human.
Is he even a human?
Yes, you can.
But I hear Bulma was deconfirmed. Yes. Like someone told Bulma, and then they were like, no, that's not actually a thing.
I believe Chiaotzu is in Tien's moveset, I believe.
So he's like a Pokemon, okay.
Yes, and you can make him explode, and I think it's a one-hit kill or something like
what's
that.
the name of that Pokemon? I forgot.
Electrode.
The pull-on ball thing.
Jigglypuff?
That explodes?
No, he explodes. Yeah, I think
Metronome?
the Electro or something. Yeah.
Electrode. Yeah.
Yeah, I also saw Yamcha's wipeout animation when he's in the crater.
I actually watched the Dragon Ball Super, and they actually did that thing with when they played baseball. And
yes, they did.
It seems like it'll be a good time, regardless of some people's complaints about the character number, like the roster size.
Yeah. I'm kind of thankful they put in some super characters, though, just to kind of... Because, like, the normal roster just like, oh, you mean the characters that everyone knows it's going to be in? And then like, oh, yeah. But they added hits, Goku Black and Beerus, so that's alright, I guess.
Can I play as Yajirobe?
Do you just run away the entire time?
Sword, maybe cut off a tail, that's about it.
Oh, that's that guy,
That's what you do for the entire series, and you still hang around.
Still hang around. I live with Corrin,
well,
I guess.
Technically, thanks to him, they are still alive, so...
Yeah. Take that, Vegeta.
And I believe I didn't find enough news.
Well, we already covered the news,
ooh.
What other news is there?
For the big stuff, they arrested the guy in connection with the swatting in Kansas like a couple weeks ago.
Jesus fucking Christ, the Americans.
LAPD arrested 25-year-old man suspected of sending SWAT team to the Kansas residence, killing the 28-year-old man.
Pulled the trigger. How about that guy?
Not sure.
Oh, he's on paid leave.
But yeah, usually. The LAPD arrested Tyler Barris on Friday, who has a reputation of making other bomb threats and shit like that before.
Well, he did have some swatting thing in his nickname, right?
Yes, he goes by the Twitter handle Autistic.
Listen perfectly.
He should have done one better and gone as SWAT cats. The Radical Squad.
I heard they were rebooting that. That was actually
the Radical Squad.
One of my favorite TV shows.
They are rebooting that. Yeah.
As a kid, that was actually one of my favorites.
Remember, this incident was caused over a dispute over a $1.50 wagered game of Call of Duty, which one of the other persons in the Wazer provided Finch's address to the person in question, and apparently made bomb threats down in Arizona a couple years ago, and also sort of claimed the threat against the FCC threat earlier this year. Last year, rather.
The FCC meeting when they totally ignored everyone's opinions.
Yeah. So they sent a bomb threat, I guess. Still didn't care. Yeah. So that guy seems like an asshole.
No doubt. No doubt.
And I hope he gets fucking hit with something. The big news that happened like a couple days ago on the 4chans, so legitimacy debatable. In a discussion about one of the elders from Bethesda writers thinking up all of the Elder Scrolls lore on mushrooms and LSD. A anonymous source who's apparently from the industry started sharing some industry stories related to the topic, and when called out on the subject, provided a Easter egg that no one knew about in Bioshock, and it was confirmed later.
Like,
and I gotta scroll through a fucking 4chan post, so give me a sec.
People were doubting, of course, that the person posting on 4chan was an actual game dev, so he posted detailed instructions on how to find a glitch that no one has ever found.
In what
Exactly
game?
what it would look like.
The Bioshock.
Let's see. While you
Uh,
look for that, I did find some more Switch news. Apparently, the Nintendo Switch
Oh,
has now
do
outdone
sell.
the Wii U in terms of sales in Japan. Like, the Nintendo Switch sold more than the Wii U did in its entire 6-year lifetime in Japan.
Well,
It's too long.
outdoing Wii U is not a hard thing to do, so.
Yeah, I can confirm that the Wii or that the Nintendo Switch is really, really wanted in Japan. Like, I don't understand why it's so wanted. Why there's such a demand for this console that doesn't have that much going.
Because Japanese people are always on the move, and that allows them to play the games on it.
But they play cell phones games. more
Yeah,
than
but I mean
anything.
actual games.
yeah.
Well,
Real games. Also, I think it's a sense of national pride because it's Nintendo and it's like one of their biggest industries. Not just in Japan but worldwide. And it's
despite the fact that I do
more of a
have a
cultural pride
Nintendo
thing.
Switch, I still do not think it is worth. It doesn't yet meet the hype. Like, I know eventually it will get there, but I don't
Is
think
it worth
how this
buying
is
now, or-
now justifies how hype people are about it. Like, it has Zelda and it has Mario. One game for each, unless you count Rabbids, which I'm
So
not sure that
the
I
same
do.
stuff. So the same stuff as usual, with Mario and Zelda.
Yeah. But even
Doesn't have a big catalog. You're saying.
isn't Zelda Breath of the Wild also available on Wii U? Doesn't it have?
Yeah. That's actually the platform I played it on Wii U.
Yeah. And like,
Game title should be Never Dead because newscast
there
shall
is
never
no,
die.
There's no real app support on the Switch yet. I guess they just got Hulu added to it if you're
Yeah.
in the US. And then
But
I guess
Yeah.
recently added a wish
I heard-
list feature function, so you can now have a wish list.
Ooh.
Well, it has Stardew Valley. So I heard that's pretty big over there.
Though, admittedly, a wish list is something that the PlayStation Network does not yet have on the PS4 or PS3 or anything like that.
I heard the Switch is getting YouTube and Twitch. That's what I heard.
It will be getting
earlier,
them, but it doesn't
so.
have them yet, like I said.
Wait, you mean
apparently
you
can
mean
like
only buy
streaming
things
application?
one by one. Like, if you want to buy something from the Nintendo store, you have to buy it each individually. So you cannot like combine items into one purchase in your Nintendo cart.
So there's no
don't
shopping
know why.
basket.
Yeah, there's no shopping basket. You have to do it over and over again. So I've been putting games.
Oh, that's gross.
Like, wow, this looks cool. Oh, I'll have to add my credit card.
Well, from my experience with 3DS, Wii, and Wii U, the Nintendo never was good with user interface. So
no, it was very backwards.
Like, it was like worst user interface and more like it was the hardest thing to use actually.
There's an HTC Vive teaser.
Yeah, they're making new one or something. Yeah, Vive 2 or something.
Yeah. Vive
Yeah, but you
2.
were saying something about Twitch on Switch, so that's like streaming application or something.
I think it's.
I'm not sure about that.
Twitch
At the very
viewer
least,
thing, like you can watch Twitch on your Switch.
yeah,
streaming that wouldn't go too well because
It's not
Switch is not too powerful.
It's not powerful enough to.
And
broadcast
PS4 has
now,
separate
so.
hardware for that actually inside. Like it's independent of the games. Like it has separate chips just for that. I don't know how it's with Xbox.
Yes. Oh yeah, new improved Vive, higher resolution, and new lenses will be announced tomorrow. Also, AGTQ is on today. If you're into that,
well,
more speedrun and
almost
autism
done
goodness.
Binge watching Daredevil, so might as well watch that after I'm done.
I've been watching Star Trek: The Next Generation because I'm cool.
No, you're not cool. I saw first. No, Next Generation. No.
Oh man!
I thought you meant the new one, Discovery, right?
No, maybe I'll get around to that.
Yeah,
No.
Discovery. Yeah.
Next gen.
Next Generation was okay.
Oh man, Lo, isn't the first couple seasons is rough as fuck? Especially the first season.
The first season entirely.
Oh, you didn't get to see.
Oh
you didn't
man.
get to see Wesley Crusher's creepy smile at the first episode. Jesus fucking Christ!
I
It's
got
like a rapist.
Crusher though, even without that. But anyway, Hulu is rebooting Animaniacs. Oh no.
Hulu?
Hulu is
Oh
rebooting
boy!
Animaniacs.
That was Netflix.
Warner Bros?
Hulu?
Yes. 2 seasons have been ordered. Oh boy.
Will Steven Spielberg still be behind it?
I would hope so, but let's see. Steven Spielberg is technically with the Rebel.
HDQ starts in 1 minute.
So I guess he is behind it. So that gives me a little bit of hope.
Yeah,
A little bit.
A tiny bit.
I am so pleased and proud that Animaniacs will have a home at Hulu, Spielberg said in a news release. Together with Warner Bros., we look to bring new audiences and longtime fans into the wild world of Yakko, Wacko, and Dot. I hope they get the original voice actors.
Probably. Rob Paulson's still alive. So he's still
as long as we get more episodes of Pinky and the Brain, I'm on board.
I know that, Yakko actually did a couple of video game voices too. Like that one Ghostbusters game that wasn't actually Ghostbusters that I was playing. He voiced the main character in that. But that was a PS2 game, so it was a long time ago. Ghost Hunter or something. It was called something like that. It was pretty neat, but I guess not neat enough to get its own franchise or anything.
No, I think, Rob Paulson is the voice of Yakko, and he still does industry stuff. He can still do the voice. A lot of the old voice actors still work.
I wonder if they're gonna censor Nurse for to please today's.
Hello, nerd.
To accommodate today's moral standards and not to trigger anyone.
Oh, I don't know.
Nurse confirmed for transgender.
Nurse is confirmed for Dr. Girlfriend from Retro Bros.
But Dr. Girlfriend is actually a woman. She just smokes like 12 packs a day.
Is it this?
Like they said that.
That voice was deliberate, or was this a similar story with that girl from Bob's Burgers?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
For the Venture Brothers, it was a plot thing.
Because for what I heard in Bob's Burgers, like that girl was supposed to be boy, but they changed it to girl, but the voice actors just stayed for it.
I'm okay with that.
That is fine.
And that one episode of Arthur, Jesus Christ. So what's next?
See. Next on the news.
No.
Stuff, and I gotta admit, maybe
Fresh out of
maybe
news.
right after New Year's, there's not much happening in the video.
So I'm gonna give you two
yeah,
easy
yeah.
targets we can talk about: Destiny 2 and Battlefront 2.
Is anyone on V2 play Battlefront
I
2?
suppose.
I thought we all knew to avoid
No.
that one. Like,
Oh, okay. Put yourself.
as for Destiny 2, I know a lot of my friends play it and have blinded themselves to any of its faults, but
Yeah, I sort of quit after like all of their bullshit. Like seriously, recently they admitted that they took this direction instead of what they promised because making content is too hard. So yeah,
It's too hard,
and they
dude. It's
advertised
too
like
hard.
yeah, often big expansion, 10 years plan or something like that. Yeah, anyway.
No, a lot of news is... A lot of video game news is like clickbait shit. But...
And and Anthem wants to like, yeah, we're gonna beat Destiny. Like, yeah, that's not gonna be so hard right now.
I think because I've just been wanting to play Halo for some odd reason, probably just nostalgia, I wouldn't be against trying Destiny, but I know I don't have the time for it, so I'm just ignoring it.
Yeah, you're not missing much, to be honest.
Yeah. I got to play through Gears of War 4 though, just this weekend.
I'm gonna come back to
Frontier
this.
on the island.
I'm gonna go
Ew.
back to Destiny when the second expansion comes out because I paid for it, so might as
Yeah,
well play it. But
might
that's
as
gonna
well.
be.
Well, my friend here on the island got Gears 4 just because he apparently wanted to go through a co-op despite not knowing much about the Gears universe.
Where's my wife?
Where's my wife? But he was surprised when we
Cold Train, baby! Woo!
campaign in like 6 hours or so. It's like, yeah, well, that's the general length for a Gears game. They're not long campaigns. I thought it was a legit game. Not that it's new since it came out a long time ago by modern standards, but
I
guess it
finished the
didn't
first
carry
two
over
Gears
the
of War.
fans that much.
I finished the first one, then the second one, and then my Xbox 360 red ringed, and that was it.
That's what happens. I finished the first one, went through almost all of the second one, and then got to see the start of the third one. And I was surprised at how colorful the fourth one is compared to the early ones. Like, they actually have more than just brown and gray and yellow in Gears 4. It was surprising to see.
How old is this news? Oh, this is fucking old shit.
Well, we've been away for a while.
So you wanted to talk about news that's 6 months old? Okay.
I've been on an island for the past year and a half. I don't know what the hell's happening. I did not realize that there was a Men in Black 3. So I don't know, did you know
There
they're
is?
working on a Men in Black 4?
I didn't know there was a third one.
Me neither, but I guess it's on Netflix. It's on Netflix, and then they're working on a fourth one.
Well, it's probably shit. If I didn't heard about it, it's probably shit.
I know, right?
Oh fuck! Why did I talk about this? I believe you're familiar with Mad Catz, creator of all the shitty Nintendo 64
Yeah, don't
controllers
remind me,
that
I was-
you give to your friends. If you believe the Mad Catz shut down in 2017, it is now back from the dead. A bigger company based in Hong Kong bought Mad Catz, but no new fight sticks have been announced. Anything worth of
They
merit.
bought non-recognized brand.
I think Mad Catz is on its deathbed, honestly. Like,
Well, they already died.
their website. Yeah.
They already died. They came back.
Well, like they were betting on, was it Rock Band? Like they funded. And they were hoping that would, you know, like get them out of debt. And
Yeah.
didn't sell as much as it needed to in order to save them from debt. So now they aren't making any more controllers. They aren't making any more products. And I think my friend found out that if you go to their website and try to find drivers for their controllers, you get linked to expired domains. Like everything on Mad Catz is shutting down. And it's not surprising that the big name fight controller makers like Pamba and all that, they have stepped in to start making their own gamepads and controllers and stuff like that. They've expanded beyond just Fight 6 now.
I heard the Hori, or what's it called, is pretty good.
Hori. Hori is one of the big names, Pamba is one of the big names, and now they've started making all of the things that Mad Catz made. And because they're the bigger, better name that has a better history than Mad Catz has, of course, Mad Catz doesn't stand a chance against them. Even if they weren't currently.
Well, guess what? Because Mad Catz. Well, guess what, Lo? Because Mad Catz will be at the next Consumer Electronics Show with new hardware featuring some mice, some keyboards, some headsets, and some surfaces.
I had one Mad Catz controller on the PS2, I think, and it didn't last.
And that was of 3 days ago.
And it didn't last long.
Mad Catz headset. I wonder how that'll sound.
Oh yeah, I also had Mad Catz headset, and it didn't last long either.
Last Mad Catz thing I bought was a Nintendo 64 controller with a really shitty joystick, and it was a fat controller. No one wanted to use because it didn't work as good.
It's a good thing that was the last Mad Catz thing that you bought because, well, the quality hasn't improved much. This
I've heard their Fight Stick brand wasn't too bad.
The Street Fighter 4 official gamepads were neat.
You mean the arcade
for
sticks?
a while, but they eventually died as well.
You mean arcade sticks or?
No, like gamepads that look.
Well, if you want to play fighter, you better buy arcade stick because.
My friend actually used them for quite a bit until, well, because Mad Catz quality, they started dying out. So you had to like buy all these used versions of the controllers and take the parts out of them and Frankenstein them together to get one working controller. Yeah, it was Mad Catz. Mad Catz quality.
Yeah, and they still have Razer that could go up against, right?
Let's see. In other news, Ni no Kuni 2 has been delayed. So it was
again.
I didn't really like the first
one. Supposed to be
one.
out in January, but has been delayed 2 months.
Oh.
So if you were hoping to play that early 2018, keep waiting.
Like until recently, speaking of headsets, until recently, like 2 or 3 months back, this was my headset that I used for everything. Streaming, Discord, everything.
Woohoo! Well, video game news. Fuck Christ. Talking about that.
Grand Theft Auto ZPC has a release date.
What?
Grand Theft Auto ZPC version has a release date. It's the same as the console.
Oh, do tell.
That's kind of surprising. Arxis has never been good at releasing things for PC when they release them for console. Like every version of Blades Blue that came on PC has been like half a year after its console.
I think a lot of Japanese devs noticed that getting their product on PC is a good way to get souls.
It took them how many years to notice that?
I can safely say though that they don't quite understand how Steam works because the prices on Japanese Steam are not legit. Like Metal Gear Solid 5 should not cost $70 still. I don't know why it was a thing, but last I checked.
That's always an issue for them trying to discover price.
In Japan overall, aren't games in Japan overall like more expensive than the rest of the world?
Yeah, and PC games especially just hold their price because I guess no one knows better.
Well, you can always ask someone to buy the game for you and gift it to you, right?
Not on Steam. I guess
Why?
Steam implemented a new system where if the price difference between two regions is too high, you cannot gift it to a person.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I tried to gift. I tried to gift Yorm something, and I couldn't because the price difference was too high.
So rather than try to like adjust their store so that the different currencies are actually equal to each other as of the currency exchange, Valve is just like, yeah, you know what, we're gonna take the easy way out and just block any transaction between regions that's too much of a difference in price. So my friend could not gift me Dark Souls 3 when it was on sale in the US because it wasn't on sale over here, and the price difference then was like too many yens for them to want to miss
All your yens.
all your yen. So that was, or that is kind of disappointing. But GOG doesn't do that, so there's that.
Okay.
I think personally I have decided I'm going to stop buying games on Steam unless they're multiplayer.
Oh yeah, apparently. Oh, speaking of GOG, they just revived the old Battlefront 2, the Star Wars game, the one that people actually enjoyed.
Okay.
Yeah, they brought because the servers were shut down, but they brought it back and they're selling the game again.
Okay.
Yeah, and the people actually buying that thing now.
Well, there you go.
Instead of the new Battlefront.
In response. Oh boy, Battlefront 2.
Oh yeah, like I'm sworn off buying single player games on Steam, and New Year's resolution, I suppose I've sworn off buying any sort of EA game. I should have done this long ago, but
yeah, I haven't bought EA
no matter
games.
how good the game is, EA does not deserve my money.
The last EA game I bought was Andromeda, and that's it. I'm kind of interested in Anthem, but I'm gonna be really careful. I'm gonna wait a few months to see what comes of it when it's out.
Yeah, like God, EA is just never again.
Yes. Well, the problem is they are run by businessmen, not by game developers or something. Nintendo was run by game developers, right? Yes.
For the most part, I think.
So yes. So they know what's up.
I don't have anything against the developers that get published by EA, but it's just because they're published by EA, you know that some businessman, some think group will have their hand in it and they will change things for the worst.
And eventually they will die.
Yeah. They'll shoot in the back of the head and add
We
to
need
the
more money.
pile of bodies buried in a mass grave.
Like on how many IPs Electronic Arts sits now right now that we didn't get any more new titles?
How many IPs, how many game studios that they just shut down?
Yeah,
Game
like-
Studios? Like
I
12
love
of
new
them?
Team Hospital game or something. Like I really enjoyed both core games.
Yeah, didn't they just acquire the
Yeah,
Titanfall devs or whatever?
And everyone's,
It's like, well,
Pandemic,
no
I
more
think,
of those.
Pandemic Studios or something like that.
yeah.
Well, they killed Pandemic a long time ago.
After the Cybertruck came out.
Oh, okay. Now I'm thinking about different.
Yeah.
The latest victims were Visceral, right?
Yeah, Visceral, I think. Let's see. In other news, PUBG is now out of early access. So there's that.
I really don't see the anything behind this game. I don't really know why is it popular. It runs like shit. It doesn't look good.
Yeah, it's.
That's the reason why it's popular. You can run it on your fucking Eastern Europe potato PC and be good.
No, you can't.
It's fucking multiplayer.
You can't run PUBG on potatoes.
You can't, huh?
Yeah.
On
Like
my
Xbox One can't handle it, and it has like how many teraflops?
Yeah, I have.
I guess not.
I have 16 gigs of RAM here on this thing, and it was having problems running PUBG in early access. Eventually, they improved it. Like, it's still very much a beta. I feel it's getting better, but I feel like it's the sort of game that you need to have someone to play with in order to really get entertained.
Yeah, I have a few friends that play it a lot.
I mean, yeah, all the PUBG streams I see are just like people in a group, like going against everyone else.
You're
I think
gonna have a bad time. Just like if you play League of Legends solo.
Probably gonna have a bad time.
Actually, I recently bought Rainbow Six Siege, and I heard that got like really huge comeback. Like people are, it's actually fixed. People are actually playing it. I need to install it.
Interesting. I mean, multiplayer games just have this huge market in general. All it needs to go viral and go, hey, these games are pretty rad.
It would be nice if these games would work like they should on release rather than.
And the developer
1 year later they finally
the dev guy
go through early release.
Some kind of childish, greedy asshole.
Like,
don't do battle royale. It's our thing. No, you can't do that. We're doing this.
Goddamn, it would have been nice if it wouldn't have had to make a comeback if it didn't have all these problems on release. But we've heard that story before, like the first Titanfall. Didn't that have problems?
It looks like I got sort of news, not really. I guess Fig, the crowdfunding site, a lot of money is going through it this year. Most of the fun. Fig?
Don't know it.
I'm not familiar with that site.
I believe, fuck, what's his name? Fucking Tim Schafer. I think that's the Tim Schafer one.
Didn't he go in Kickstarter?
Double Fine?
Yeah, Double Fine. They launched another crowdfunding site, like their own.
Oh god.
That was like a year ago.
And he really believes that people still give him money.
Tim Schafer and Double Fine have gone beyond needing Kickstarter. They don't need individual projects funded. They need their entire project.
Well, no, there's. Fucking Christ.
They need their own platform for funding.
There's. Hey, Jesus Christ. I think lets you invest into the product rather than just donating money, so you can earn equity on your investment. But not a lot of projects are going through it. It earned most of its money through Pillars of Eternity 2. Like, it earned like a couple $1 million. And like that's basically where it made all its money from.
That reminds me that I hear, or speaking of fundraising platforms and things like that, all these cryptocurrencies are really taking off, and I hear Dogecoin got equal to 1 penny recently.
Ooh.
So 1 Dogecoin equals 1
US
penny.
Actually, there was a big story in Poland about that. There's one bank that actually I'm client of that's closing down the accounts of people that actually trade in cryptocurrency.
I feel like that's how a lot of places are going to react. Like,
yeah, but that's not legal. They can't. That's not legal because they're not breaking law. There's no laws preventing, like, from trading cryptocurrency. They're not breaking any laws, but they still like closing the accounts of people who do.
A lot of
countries are shutting down use the cryptocurrency just because they think it leads to illicit activity and they can't tax it or anything.
They can't control it, and that's what scares them.
They can't control it.
So it's basically.
I think it's gonna. I think the bubble's gonna burst soon.
I hear
honestly,
one of my college friends use it or managed to use it to pay off his college debt at least. So good on him for that. Like he
I don't like
some cryptocurrency and it jumped in price and he sold it all and paid off his college.
Well, remember the story of that one British guy that got a lot of bitcoins in early years of it, and then threw that hard drive away?
Yeah.
And he will be a millionaire by now. I heard that he's actually still searching for that hard drive in the local landfill.
Well, I wish him the best of luck. Let's see, and on the subject of companies that probably aren't good anymore, so Konami. A couple of weeks ago, they did announce the Metal Gear Survive beta dates for Xbox 4 or Xbox One.
Xbox 4. Oh wow!
PS4 and Xbox One. Let's see, the beta will run from January 18th to the 24th, but no mention of a PC beta test.
Just Xbox or PS4 also?
Yeah, PS4 and Xbox One.
I actually was interesting in that game, but fuck Konami.
Yeah, like I want to play co-op Metal Gear Solid with people, but even if it's a fucking zombie game, I don't know if I want to give Konami any money.
Yeah.
Maybe I should just pirate it somehow.
I don't think that would be possible. Because apparently it's just multiplayer game, it doesn't have a single player campaign.
Let's see. Well, it's not like I'm gonna be playing these games with anyone anyway.
Well, I suspect they're gonna be huge on microtransactions.
Yeah, knowing Konami. I feel so sad for everyone that was a part of Konami, or Konami had to say.
Yeah, and what they did to the people that left them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how prevalent that is in the Japanese industry overall, but I assume it's
around here. If
that
something like that would happen, they would get the shit suit out of them.
It seems like a very petty and childish.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Grow the fuck up, Konami. God, it's all fucking with people. But, LOL, this shit so happens.
Yeah. Lol. Company loyalty.
Will there any requirements to participate in beta, or just download and play it?
I assume download and play it, but it might. Knowing Sony and Xbox, they might put it behind the paywall. Like you have to be a PS Plus member or whatever.
Yeah, that's not a problem for me. But
well, actually, I imagine because it's the multiplayer beta, it's a beta for a multiplayer game. You'll have to have PS Plus anyway.
Yeah, but I mean, like this, you have to sign up for something and pray to get a key or something.
The article didn't say that.
Yes. Well, I might give it a try and see, since it's free.
Let's see, in other video game related news, soon enough, in 37 days, the Secret of Mana remake will come out on PS4.
Really?
So,
I don't know how I feel about that. I saw it had voice acting, and I'm like, oh.
Legend of Mana remake, when?
I would say never, but that's what I said about the .hack GU re-release. Like, I was not expecting that to be a thing.
But I heard the only reason that the Legend of Mana didn't get HD remake because they lost original artwork for all the backgrounds.
Yeah, all of the original art and stuff for Legend of Mana has long since disappeared.
Jesus Christ, how can you lose something like that?
In other news, Lo, Nautilus is yelling at you for using the add everyone command on Discord.
I wanted everyone to be here. Don't blame me, Nautilus. I wanted you here. I wanted you, and I wanted Zord, and I wanted everyone. Everyone.
You mean that?
Like, he gets really salty about that.
Don't go. If you don't want to get the announcements, just turn that off. Like, that's what I did.
Well, that was, for the record, that was also the only time that I've ever used the @everyone command. And that's because I literally wanted everyone.
Everyone to be in
wanted
here.
You, Nautilus. I was finally noticing you.
Hey!
You should be honored that
Noticing you,
Senpai
Nautilus.
noticed you.
Speaking of which, hey guys, what's everyone's favorite Zelda character? Is it Tingle?
Is he getting a new game?
No, but fans released a translation for the Japan-only Tingle game. Tingle's Balloon Trip of Love, which is now in English.
Fine.
You can download the official translation. Tingle translation at blogspot.co.uk.
Why?
Was that a Game Boy Advance?
It's a DS game, I guess.
Okay. I've heard that Tingle is really weirdly popular in Japan.
Well, it's
The reason
Japan,
why Tingle
so...
has so many games is because he's actually that popular in Japan and nowhere else, and that's why they don't come out anywhere other than Japan.
Well, it's Japan.
So if you want that fucking awesome Tingle Love, that Balloon Trip of Love, you can now play it, I guess, in glorious English.
Glorious English.
Tingle Tinkle Koompa Loompa.
I'm curious, but not curious enough to not take care of Tingle.
I prefer that he would never exist.
Yeah.
I still remember him from that one intermission we had with those various quality of 3D models from Zelda.
God, I'm just... All I can think about is Tingle now, and I want to stop.
What?
I want to stop thinking about Tingle. Like, everything about him is a little disturbing.
I already forgot about him, so it's not that hard.
It's just someone had to remind me.
Thanks, John.
You are welcome.
Let's see. Looks as though Xbox One got more backwards compatible.
Here on screen. Don't record it yourself.
Well, suddenly got louder.
Hi.
Yeah, from what I see from chat, the audio levels are all over the place.
In other news. I'm not
And now
sure
he's
how I
quiet.
want to- Well, let's see. In V2 news, what did people get for the Christmas and winter sales? Anything
I
that
got-
will be appearing on stream?
I got pair of socks.
I hope you stream that very soon.
I also got socks. I can stream it.
and copy of Yakuza Kiwami.
Let's see. I got myself Utawa Rerumono, which I was just streaming for 6 hours. 6 hours, and I got into 4 fights, including the tutorial fight. So that was entertaining and totally expected.
How many times have you attacked Majima, or got attacked by Majima?
Me, around
Nothing like
20
that so
times.
far.
He's not that
Nice.
hard to beat. Like Mr. Shakedown was way harder than Majima. Like first time you fight him, it's impossible to beat him unless you're like super careful and you don't make a single mistake. Maybe, I don't know. Because you can take some of his health off unless it's scripted somehow that he kicks your ass anyway.
Maybe.
But later on, he's He's not that hard to beat.
I think my friend, I let
Yeah.
my friend the copy of Yakuza Kiwami that I bought because, well, I know I'm not gonna get around to playing it anytime soon. Anyway, he enjoyed the Majima encounters.
Yeah,
The
they're
only
pretty
thing
fun.
he had
Like,
trouble was when you would encounter him after like some hard boss fight or other, and oh hey, I'm really aching for health. I don't have any healing stuff. Oh hi Majima, fuck me. Yeah.
Fuck me.
well, even when he beats you, it's not game over. So. Last time I encountered him, he was hiding in giant safety cone.
And speaking of the Yakuza series, I really want to get the collector's edition of Yakuza 6, but I don't think that's going to be a thing for me. For the record, the collector's edition of Yakuza 6 comes with whiskey glasses and freezable stones that you can use in place of ice in your drink, along with the game and some other stuff, I think. But if I wanted that, not only does it cost like, I think maybe $100 or so. I'm not sure.
I expected more, actually.
Well, it might be more. Let me check real quick. But what I do remember is that it would cost me $80 to import it to where I am.
You mean besides the game price?
Yeah, besides the game price, like just importing it at all would cost me $80, regardless of how much the game costs. Okay, so yeah, Yakuza 6,
custom
Song of Life After Hours Premium Edition includes a hardcover art book, 2 bar glasses, 280 milliliters each, 2 ice stones, 2 coasters, and the game in a collectible outer box. And it looks so pretty, but it costs so damn much.
Well, you should get that Saints Row Collector's Edition with that has Lamborghini and plastic surgery in it.
Let's see. It also
I
looks
wonder if
like,
anyone bought that.
on Amazon, at least, the super special awesome edition of the game is no longer available. So I waited too long anyway before trying to order it. I wanted to order it. But I can get the Xenoblade Chronicles 2 special edition for $100.
What's in it?
CD was the soundtrack because they learned from the mistake last time, and an art book in the game. It's not too special.
I heard like speaking of Xenoblade, the SJWs or whatever or families got triggered again by one of the characters. Like the snow bunny thing.
I don't know who are the characters in the game, so.
Like you have those blades, you know, that you can summon, you know.
No, I haven't
weapons, and one of them is like.
I know nothing. Every time that I've watched Jorm stream Xenoblade Saga or Xenoblade Chronicles 2, he's always been playing Tiger. God damn it, Jorm! I want to see the actual game, not the mini game. It just never stops every time.
No, I haven't seen it. Like, and I'm gonna get it eventually. I probably get eventually Switch, and I'm just grateful that they added in Xenoblade they added option to mute the in combat voices.
Oh yeah.
Because that's really gets me. What's the point of shouting those attacks every time?
To let you know that, to let the player.
Some people like that
let the player
shit.
know that they actually did the attack. I don't know.
No, they didn't.
I need to know that I'm really feeling it.
I watched my
all the
friend
time.
play my copy of the game because I'm letting him borrow it as well, since fuck me, I'm playing Utama Ray Ramona. But anyway, he started the game, and the first thing that I got to hear was the main character in single combat. He said 3 lines at the same time because that's just. He got triggered for 3 different things all at the same time, so the game was like, okay, we need to play these 3 voice lines. So we said all of them at
Right
the
now.
same time. It's like, wow, this is amazing. I did finally get to hear the Scottish cat lady though, and that was also legit.
I kind of wish they would do the same thing that they did with Xenoblade X, that you can make your own custom characters, you know. Because that kid really doesn't kick with me.
You're not really feeling him.
Yeah, not really feeling him.
Not feeling it at all.
Voice for all the lines and female, and just let you make your own character.
Like Saints Row.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man, when I played Saints Row 4, me and my buddy played as Jotaro Star Platinum. It was the greatest playthrough ever. It was great.
Yeah, they let you do all sorts of crazy shit in there, right?
Let's see, in other game release news, Dragon's Crown Pro will release on the PS4 and PS4 Pro on April 24th.
Fuck yeah, but it will be English version too, or just Japanese?
Oh, English.
Oh.
Like I'm looking at the English
Ooh.
$50 plus $7 shipping for me for this game.
I got gifted Trails of Cold Steel 1, but I still need to buy. I still Trails of the Sky 2 and 3. I know.
I need to get back to.
I'm trying to do the same thing.
I need to get back to .hack Recode. I stopped like halfway through second volume and I need to get back to it.
Man, I need to buy a sale quest.
What? Oh.
.hack, the game you're talking about. Sale quest.
Yes. I heard you wrong. I thought you said a sale quest.
Yeah, same.
Shopping simulator?
Black Friday edition.
Witch on the Hunter Knight 2 will come out on March 27th, 2018.
Ooh. I bought the Revive edition on sale on PlayStation Network and I haven't touched it yet.
I think it's probably the best version of the game, honestly.
I played like a little bit on PS3, but I just stopped.
The PS3 version also has a unfortunate glitch that will crash to the PlayStation menu.
Oh yeah, I heard about it. They still didn't fix it?
They never figured out what caused it. They never figured out how to fix it. It was only in the US version it was only in the English version of the game. Like, the Japanese version never had that problem. And because it was so limited and so rare, they just never bothered. I think it happened to me 5 times over the course of one playthrough of the game. And the last time was because I was watching the end credits. It's kind of strange.
You missed all those names.
But yeah, that doesn't happen on the PS4.
Wow.
They fixed a lot of other things.
Well, they had to recode the whole thing for PS4, so
Yeah.
it probably got fixed in the process.
Let's see, Shadow of the Colossus remake on PS4, because everything old is new again. That will come out on February 6th, 2018.
Oh wow! I'm gonna get that.
That's another neat thing to look forward to.
I want to play my Ace Combat 7 because that's the game I'm only interested in, and no one else.
I found out that it will have VR missions, but they won't be the campaign mission. They will have like extra missions that will be able to do it in VR. Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. I thought it was just like, oh, it's the game, but you
I
play
was
it in
hoping that I
VR.
could finish the whole campaign in VR, but no. That's still.
Because they released not one but 2 screenshots. 2.
Still, I've always combat some. Fuck yeah. Like I bought when I heard Ace Combat 7 VR. I literally bought the VR headset like 2 days later. Yep, gonna be ready for that.
It's really impressive, that game. Like, if you go in first person, and like they did a lot of tech with the clouds. Like, if you fly in the clouds, it actually crosses up your window and shit, and causes you to stall.
Far Cry.
And it's like a tactic because you can hide.
5 will be out March 27th, 2018.
Oh, that's right. I'm actually interested in Far Cry 5.
I actually enjoyed Far Cry games.
Okay.
I hear it has co-op, so I'm more
So
interested.
did the other ones, but
Ooh. Yeah, the other one did.
Meanwhile, Death Stranding is still not confirmed for any release date.
well, Kojima can take his time.
Fucking Christ.
Yeah,
Nobody is rushing him.
we don't need a repeat of MGS5 where
Yes.
it's not done.
I'm surprised they didn't finish it since they actually had the script, most of the dialogue recorded and everything in concept for it, so they could have just done it themselves and released it later.
And even if they couldn't get it done on time for the actual release of the game, fuck, that's what one of the things DLC is actually for.
Yeah.
But no, you're not gonna get that. Well, I guess. Whatever.
Yeah, but their predictions that Death Stranding will be 2019 or early 19 or late 18.
God damn it. In the year 2025, when humanity is falling, Death Stranding finally released. Eager explorers exploring the caves of fucking Kojima Enterprises.
The Fox engine, because that thing is amazing. Fox engine is great, but now it just lingers and rots away in Konami. Because no one will do anything with it. They just make the cutscenes for pachinko games with it.
Oh hey, that's
Pachinko games.
So the PS Plus games for January on the US store have been released. So Deus Ex Mankind Divided, because apparently not everyone has played that.
I played it, but I didn't finish it. What?
And then Psychopath's Mandatory Happiness.
What was the second game?
Batman Telltale.
Oh. I actually wanted to get that. I was interested in that.
So that, the Telltale story game, and then an actual visual novel, Psychopaths, which I've heard good things about. And then Zafo, just for you, a PS4 VR game, Star Blood Arena, is also free.
Never heard of it.
Me neither. That's probably why it's free.
I got the rigs.
Valley, which looks like an indie game.
A few months ago, rigs was free also, but I didn't even touch it. Yeah.
Rigs? Big rigs?
It's VR game with mechs. It's a like arena shooter.
Oh.
But well, I heard it's still very active, but developers, like, besides maintaining servers, they're not planning to release any new content for, like, no new mechs or anything. So it's gonna be like it is forever.
Oh, speaking of mechs, that Rising Thunder fighting game that was like all one button, and it was kind of neat, but it died because the dev got bought by someone else. They released the game code open source, so people can just continue the development of that on their lonesome. Yeah. I think I streamed it like once when it was still like in beta.
Oh yeah, like in 9 days Subnautica releases.
For like outside of early access.
Has that game just been in?
Yeah, but it actually has pretty good development phase. Like they updated it a lot, and it gets released now.
So that was a group of new PS4 games that are coming out soon. So let's look at Switch games that are coming out soon.
Moving on.
I'm looking. I'm loading up Amazon the section for coming soon and Bayonetta 2 and Bayonetta download. that's listed there. It'll be released February 16th. I think we've mentioned this.
Yeah, they load their load.
Dragon's Trap.
Yeah.
This is. It looks like a indie game.
Sounds
out January 23rd.
Dragon's Trap, right?
Yeah, Wonder Boy Dragon's Trap.
Sounds gay.
It looks like a side-scrolling beat 'em up, which could be cool, but that's coming out. And then
I think I saw that. I think
a game called
Common gave it to me.
Red Out. comes out March 30th.
It's like a remake of an old Sega Master System game.
Spread out over against. I guess this is a racing game.
Spread out.
It's kind of like Wipeout. It's like something by the Wipeout devs.
Oh yeah, and they're making the Wipeout game for VR. Jesus Christ! I'm gonna need a bucket for that one.
Let's see, that comes out January 23rd. Or no, March 30th. Right, January 23rd was the game. And then, literally the last thing listed here on Amazon, Lost Sphere, comes out January 23rd, and that was like a.
The fuck's Lost Sphere?
Enter a beautiful abstract world plagued by mysterious threats through an emotionally evocative storyline. Shape your own adventure in a vast realm using memory to restore the lost. Fight with the freedom of strategic movement using the enhanced ATV battle system. Seamlessly transition between exploration and combat for undisrupted immersion into the world of Lost Sphere. Yeah, okay. And that comes out at the end of this month, and that is all 4 games that will be coming out on Nintendo Switch, according to Amazon.
By the way, if you want to play Wonder Boy: The Dragon's Trap now, it's on Steam. It's actually kind of legit, actually.
So Nintendo pretty much blew their load right now. So, do they have anything in the works right now?
Metroid 4.
I heard.
Kind of reminds me of Little Samson a
I
little
heard
bit.
that they're actually already working on new Zelda game.
Well, they have the engine for it now. I think.
Really? Yeah.
But then there's also DLC for Xenoblade. Like, Xenoblade will have storyline DLC, I guess, coming out late this year. Like, maybe fall this year sometime. So not anytime soon at all. And then I think Cosmos will get released as a character for the English version sometime soon.
Isn't it already released?
She got released in Japan, or she got announced in Japan. I'm not sure if she's out.
I'm pretty sure she's already out because
I think she's already there
with her awakening thing, and she was talking in English.
I don't know. I haven't got the season pass for it yet, and when I checked on it on the Nintendo Store, well, the Nintendo Store isn't really fully working yet. Like, I can't really check DLC individually. Not that easily. I can check the season pass bundle, but it doesn't say specifically what each thing is. Okay, Siesta just gave me a better link for Switch games that are coming out than Amazon here.
Dragon Quest Builders. Isn't that on PS4 also?
I think so.
Pac-Man, Payday, Attack on
Super
Titan.
Meat Boy comes out on the 11th.
Portal Knights.
Because people
I recognize most of those titles from Steam.
War to the West is already out.
I'm just porting shit to Steam.
Owlboy has been out for a while.
Fury.
Payday 2 comes out on February 27th.
Payday 2, oh boy.
Chains! Come on, Chains!
Paintings is already out on PS4.
Do people still play that game?
I accidentally downloaded.
Of course they do.
Like, I just looked at my Steam one day and I noticed I was downloading Payday 2 again. Huh, I don't think I told you to do that. Oh well.
It's like Destiny 2 on PS4.
I deleted that icon.
Yeah, I never actually had that option to download that kind of thing from the beginning, so I didn't even get it. But imagine like all the disappointed kids, like he wakes up in the morning, you know, turns on his PS4, and suddenly he sees Destiny 2 on the main screen, on the home screen.
For the record, for all the people that don't know what Zaf and I are talking about, so as part of a random system update, the PS4 home menu got a Destiny 2 icon that looks exactly like any other game icon, so it looks a lot like you randomly have Destiny 2 added to your system. But no, it's just a advertisement for the game, that put itself onto your home list of games that you own and other apps and stuff like that. Because
So when you
That's
click it,
gross.
you get put straight to the store.
Yeah. I deleted that shit and I was not appreciative that it was even there to begin with.
Yeah, it was one of the Bungie's fuck ups again.
Oh, I only want to remove most of these icons here.
You can actually
Share Factory and Playroom. I don't use those. I don't need.
Yeah, Playroom is VR thing. No, you Playroom is for the camera. You need to have camera for that.
Yeah, but I can't remove the icon from my PlayStation 4. It's not an option. Same as Share Factory. Same as music, PlayStation Music featuring Spotify. I only have the option to download these things, not to delete the icons. I moved them into a never used folder.
Never useful.
Not even once.
Yeah.
Literal
The
garbage
Abyss
folder.
Welcome to the abyss.
The abyss.
So yeah, but back on topic, so like Switch games, like I said, I get why people have hopes for the Switch, but I don't think it currently meets the hype. Like all the games that are coming out on it, most of them, almost all of them, are already out on computer, other consoles.
Oh, they're on other platforms.
But you can play
yeah.
Skyrim.
But I can't play Skyrim.
Play Todd's game
Can't play
again.
Skyrim with VR though. Not on.
Well. Technically, if you like make a frame and duct tape it to your head,
Yeah, just duct tape it to your face, and there you
and
go.
technically you have VR.
Just play it Virtual Boy style.
On either hand, because then you can do that, and there's your VR.
I want to play Skyrim on Virtual Boy. Imagine playing Skyrim with the black and red lines. Just fucking gross. It's for Virtual Boy mode.
Let's see. Can I get a list of the Xbox One games that are coming?
Halo and FIFA.
Halo.
Halo and FIFA, that's it.
it.
Like they don't have anything else right now.
Yeah.
I hear Gears of War 4 did not actually do that well.
I'm not surprised.
Surprise, surprise.
Let's see, Crackdown 3 is a thing.
Yeah, I
Comes
still
out
can't believe
sometime
that they
this spring.
scrapped Scalebound for Halo Wars.
Beyond Good and Evil 2 is not an Xbox One exclusive, but whatever. It comes out sometime this year, nobody sees.
Is it? Oh.
Oh, there you go.
From what I heard, you
Yeah.
actually need to make your custom character in it.
Yes, I'm a little worried about that game. It's bordering on like Peter Molyneux tier.
Thieves
Like
comes
they're
out
promising a
March
lot.
20th on everything, except for Switch. I think I need to clarify that pretty much every game that I'm going to be announcing here will not be on Switch.
Be on the Switch.
Skull and Bones, which looks a lot like Sea of Thieves, comes out on sometime this year, but it's also
Yeah,
not.
Zord is pretty hyped for the Sea of Thieves.
I'm interested in any pirate game. I mean, hell, I bought Raven's Cry. That's by the guys. that
Yarhar.
did 2
Raven's Cry.
You
Oh,
have
gross.
the Raven thing. What's it called?
You mean the actual Raven in the game, or?
No. What's the called the game? It was like 2 Worlds 2. It was incredibly buggy.
Oh yeah, that was Raven's Cry.
Raven's
Then
Cry.
Raven's
Right.
Cry.
And then they re-released it, and I got a copy of the re-release free because they were like, "We are so sorry that you actually bought the first version of this game. It was not good. It did not work. Have a copy of the remake instead."
That's
And I
not so
think
good.
that one
either.
also doesn't
It
work.
still doesn't work.
I think Wacka tried to stream
So-
it, and he gave up really fast. Okay, so I'm not seeing any exclusive.
Want to play Skyrim in VR chat?
Xbox One games on this list that I found. So there's that. Oh, Windows Central.
Fucking VR chat. I mean, I got nothing else. It's January in the news industry. It's like over.
Well, Monster Hunter World.
It's early in January, and December is full of other things happening. So it's the end of the year. It's the time for sales and shit like that.
Ooh.
Well, let's see. We can move on to V2 news then.
Oh yes, what is everyone streaming today? Or been streaming, or planning to stream?
I still have Tales of Berseria on my backlog. Well,
you always have backlog. You'll never get out of it.
Well, these are the active ones. Like Valkyria Revolution, I'm close to beating. I'm at 2. There are 2 more bosses in the game, but one of them is a fucking bullet sponge. So I tried to beat him one time. It took me over 2 hours, and then I died. So I put that on the
hours?
Gross.
You must be doing something wrong.
Yeah, I don't think my characters have the right setup, but he wasn't doing enough damage to me to kill me, and I was slowly whittling him down. But then I doubt
that game was supposed to be so hardcore that you need 2 hours to beat a boss.
No, but then I also found out that that boss is also glitched. So at one point in the fight, he will start to heal himself, and if you do not let him heal himself up to like half his health, you can get him down to 1 HP, and then he will be glitched and immortal, so he will be at 1 HP permanently, and you can never kill him. So whatever the hell I was doing wrong, I need to do it better so that he loses his health faster, but then I need to let him regain his health so that I can actually kill him. Otherwise, he will never die. But that's neither here nor there. I put that game on the shelf after that because it will take a long time for me to get through that boss. And then I picked up, what have I been streaming? I don't even remember. Oh yeah, I've been doing Dark Souls 1 with Naroth a lot, and we just finally beat that this weekend. So now it's time for Dark Souls 2.
Your stream. Oh boy.
And I just started to travel
Dark Souls, Dark Souls.
I watched the anime series way back when, and this is the continuation of that. And it's actually, despite the extreme lack of gameplay, it is entertaining. I wasn't expecting to have gameplay anyway, so, well, I just...
Well, it kind of reminds me, from what I saw, reminds me of your Sakura Wars streams.
Yeah.
Oh,
this game
man.
has like an autoplay feature, so I just press the button and I put down the controller, and then I don't have to do a goddamn thing anymore.
So it's
It'd be nice if it was voiced in English, since that would be easier for people to listen to all the other things, but oh well. But I don't know, what I've seen so far, the storyline is entertaining, and I look forward to seeing where it goes from here. I have the tutorial on my TV screen right now, so I can read up and learn how to play the game better. And then after, assuming that I beat it, after I beat it, the sequel is already available in English, so I can go right to that. And we can see where we go from wherever the first game stops. But then I'm planning on getting Monster Hunter World, I think, even though I've never played a Monster Hunter before. Enough people are getting it that I want to be able to try to play with them. So we can look forward to that, maybe.
Well, I'm getting it. I know that Magnet Head and Commandant will get it, but they were saying PC, but they didn't know that it was going to be delayed that much, so I don't know what they're getting on right now.
Well, and the other guy here on this island, just that I just played Gears of War 4 with, he is planning on getting it. So that'll be cool to play with him.
Well, you have me on your friend list, so we can play together eventually.
Yeah, if the time zones align, but it's a lot easier to play with you than it's to play with people in the US.
Well, my sleep schedule is so fucked up right now, it doesn't really matter. Time zones don't matter right now.
Well, unfortunately,
Zafo's beyond time itself.
I transcended time. Time doesn't matter to me anymore.
as of Tuesday, my vacation will be over, so I will be back working in the office for another week, and then school starts again. They will have less time again, but we'll see how it goes. And then I also put Horizon Zero Dawn back in the PS4, so I can go through that game even more.
I actually lost interest in that game. Like I don't feel like playing it. I played it for like 5 hours, and I don't know, it got boring.
I played it a little longer than 5 hours, but then I also lost interest in it, which is why I haven't been playing it since then.
And that main character, Aloy, or what's her name? Like, she's so fucking boring, so bland. Like, and they wanted to make her a mascot. They wanted to make her a mascot of PS4. Like, nope.
She doesn't have much of a personality that she displays. She doesn't really care about things that her.
Yeah, that's a material for a custom character. Not for the well-developed character.
I feel like she's the same as the character that you make in, or made in White Knight Chronicles or White Knight Chronicles 2, you know, that from PS3, where...
No. She's actually getting interactions with other characters. In White Knight Chronicles, you only get interactions with other characters for first hour.
Anyway,
throughout the rest of the game, it's like you don't even exist.
Yeah, but I feel like she displays that level of personality where she might as well not even be talking because it doesn't really say anything. Anyway, but I have that back on the PS4, so I'll go through it a little bit on the side. I think I just did that.
Speaking of Horizon, there will be some Horizon content for Monster Hunter World.
Oh.
Yeah, like you get one of those robot cats for you.
I'm cool with that.
Wow.
I have decided that I will not get the new Zelda until I beat Horizon Zero Dawn, or I will not start Xenoblade Chronicles 2 until I beat Horizon Zero Dawn, just to get the game off.
So you won't be getting those games never.
I don't know if I dedicate myself. If I try. I was planning on streaming it tonight, but then I got distracted by reading a visual novel for 5 hours. So I'm doing Shadow Remoto for like 1 hour.
I hear the plot was quite expansive.
There has been one scene of fan service, like one actual CG scene. There's been a lot of imagined fan service, like imagine this is actually happening on screen because we're not showing it to you, but just imagine.
I fucking hate that.
Well, anyway, that's my plans.
What about you, Zafo?
What about me?
Are you streaming anything?
I will probably resume. I streamed the Accountancy Plus in VR. It was pretty fun. Like I got trophy for free, and the voice in game told me that he will never tell anyone that he gave it into for free. like it's only between him and me.
It's between you. Secret. Don't tell anyone.
Him and me. Nobody has to know. And I probably get back to Yakuza Kiwami soon. Or no wait, I won't, because I'll be waiting for Monster Hunter and I will stream that. So yeah, those are my plans for now.
Okay. Let's see. So what do we have left? Zoart, what are you planning on streaming?
Wait, Zoart is here?
Zoart is here?
Oh, I mean JonFan. JonFan, what are you planning on?
How do you confuse me with Zoart?
You confuse me with Zoart because her name starts with Z, but you? Fuck's sake.
We streamed SRW again yesterday. I need to get oh god. I've been playing that fucking game for a year. We're like at the very end.
Yeah. I started. You talking about Super Robot Wars, right? That was the same one I got, right? Yeah, because I started playing it, I played it to some point, and I started catching up on actual animes that are in that game because I don't know half of that shit.
This is too
yeah.
for me. Better grown up on my anime.
Yeah.
Gotta learn up.
Gotta weed my shit up.
Well, like it's kind of the flaw for all of those games, really.
They
It's, at the later, it's still repetitive, so that's why we play it every now and then. But also, the later missions are like 3 hours a piece. So it's like, oh fuck. But I think we're like 5 missions from the game.
I don't remember when I finished.
I think it was like 53 missions.
I can't remember when I finished.
Like 48.
It was right after like Pat's branched, and you could go with Yamato or with that Cross Angie or whatever her name is. Yeah.
Cross Angie.
Like 2 paths, and I stopped playing when those paths came together again.
Actually, me and Common were talking how we could probably stream some anime and just watch it with everyone, but we need to find a service to do that one. But I don't know.
Live stream
or Rabbit or Vaughn or something like that.
Make a disposable account on live stream or something.
Yeah, I guess so. But yeah, we're almost done that because SRWX got announced, and it also is going to be in English, which
will it have the same gameplay?
Similar. It always has the same gameplay. I joke it's the Madden of robot games. Like it's kind of the same gameplay, and the roster just changes.
More those X Zone games.
Yeah, Project Cross Zone.
I remember I had like fan translated version PS2, like Namco X Capcom.
Yeah.
Actually enjoyed that one, and I got Project X Zone on 3DS.
I got Project X Zone and Project X Zone 2.
Yeah.
And actually, now I have a 3DS I can play them on. I'm not about to though, because I know that gameplay. Don't touch it.
I'm really disappointed that the new SRW game is not called SRW V2 because the last one was SRWV. SRWX. The roster is very similar. A lot of the same series as that was in X was in V that are in X, with a couple trade outs. It seems very sword and sorcery themes. A lot of the units are very sword and sorcery mecha. I think because Crosshand is still back. Mike Gain is still back. I think a few of the Gundam units that were in X or V are in X. They added
I remember why I stopped playing that game. Because I invested all the money upgrades into 2 characters that got killed off.
Oh shit!
Yeah, 2 characters that I liked, and I invested like upgrades, the accessories, everything, and two battles later, poof, they're gone.
They died. Bye. I mean, they come back.
That reminds me.
I assume.
I will be getting Dynasty or Gundam Versus as soon as the G Gundam DLC comes out in the US.
Why wasn't that there originally? That doesn't make any sense. It's literally the Street Fighter one. But okay. Anyway, SRW. Gurren Lagann's in the new one, I guess, in X. So, and they switched out Yamato for the Nautilus from Nadia Secret of Blue Water for some reason. But I guess that kind of I like them adding like battleship animes. I guess is what I'm interested in. I bought Gundam Breaker 3. I might play that a little more after we finished V. That game's kind of cool. It's like a It's like Gundam Build Fighters, but a game. Basically what it is.
Didn't you stream that?
Yeah, a little bit.
Actually,
We've made some gross kit bash
this is where you like take the parts and make your own Gundams, right?
Yeah, and it actually has pretty in depth. You can paint it all and stuff. Yeah. So that's neat. I don't know how long we'll play in that. Cause it's basically Dynasty Warriors, but
I need to
we also got a bit of a Final Fantasy kick.
Yeah.
I thought they were making a new Armored Core.
Say again?
Not that I've heard. I don't think there's any.
No.
Well, they were like
Maybe
free on
not.
PS3 or 2 or 3. I think 3. Yeah, 3 or them.
Yeah, something like that.
I
Yeah.
think people are imagining that there's a new Tenchu coming out thanks to that trailer that comes off release.
No, that's gonna be Bloodborne 2.
Yeah, Bloodborne 2.
Shadows Never Linger, or
It's gonna be Easter themed Bloodborne 2.
so it's going to be Bloodborne meets Neo. Or Neo meets Bloodborne.
Gonna be
Basically, yeah.
Bloodborne.
Bloodborne. Yeah, I got in a Final Fantasy kick because we were playing World of Final Fantasy.
Oh, that reminds me, I need to get that new expansion for Final Fantasy 14 because it's half price off now, right now. Yeah, the online one, the new expansion.
Stormblood?
It's like half price now, right now.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I started playing 8 because that's like that game's kind of close to me because that was like the first one I ever owned, and I haven't played it in years. Whatever.
I told you, name the character,
And,
whatever.
Whatever. No, then Talk told me to name him Meat Rub, and that's what his name is. Because Meat Rub fit. Because he can only have 7 letters. Oh, I guess he has to took a screenshot of it, but I can't click on it.
Jesus fucking Christ, what is that?
Oh, this is talking about Lost Dimension. I have that on PS3. I was planning on streaming it. Yep.
Jesus Christ, what is that thing? It looks like that's something from Angry Video Game Nerd.
What do you link? I didn't see.
It looks like someone got Legos and Micro Mission, or Legos and Hot Wheels together and then had too much glue.
And added roadblocks to the mix.
Halo, can you post that? Can you, I can't click on it on my chat.
In Discord.
The link.
I'll post
Yeah.
it in the newscast chat.
I want to see.
I want to see your creation.
Is it my creation? Right. I forgot about that thing.
From your memory, now it's back.
I didn't make that. I think Common made that. I forgot about that thing.
And it probably turns out it's like OP as shit, so you have to use it.
JonFan.
No, it isn't. I made a Cheetor from Beast Wars, and I made like a Japanese schoolgirl dom.
Let's just say you made a Noble Gundam from G Gundam. There you go.
I didn't have the parts for it yet,
Well, we all gotta start somewhere.
so I improvised. Yeah, because you have to like buy the kits before you can build stuff from it.
Aren't the building of Gundams like a big thing in Japan? Like you buy actual model parts and build your shit.
Yeah, they're a huge thing.
Yeah, Gunple's a thing.
I've gone to a couple stores and I've seen
I
like,
forgot.
shelves upon shelves of the boxes for them. I almost got the Master Asia one, but it's
Tank guy. Tank guy. Yeah. Yeah, I've been playing 14, but I don't stream it because my computer can't really handle it. So. Well, playing it and streaming it at the same time.
I had a free month
Can't
of
really.
Final Fantasy 14, but I don't think I'm gonna redeem it. It's just randomly in a humble bundle, but it's in my account now.
Oh yeah, you also made no Scott not played Zaku. I remember I actually saw that.
Neil Scotland and Plaid Zaku, yeah. No, that has nothing but missiles on it, yeah.
Let's see, in other V2 news, we hired Monochrome.
Yay, Monochrome, who is streaming right now, because he said it earlier. Tomorrow he will stream They Are Billions. He is streaming Quantum Break right now. And he will also...
But he didn't tell me about it, so just like with newscasts, I did not know that I shouldn't have been on the mainstream. So people need to tell me these things.
I'm sorry.
There are billions.
The wrong loop.
I like it, but you have to like one mistake and you fucked over.
Also, he will try getting over it, which I don't get why is a game.
I'm kind of
I'm
tempted to get it, but I'm afraid that
why someone made an HD remake of Sexy Hiking is beyond me. But yeah, getting over it used to be a Flash game called Sexy Hiking, and it looks like shit. And I think got retroprayed like a long time ago, and someone made a remake of it. I'm like, what the fuck? Why?
Get over it.
Just because.
Get over it.
And then the V2 blog has been restarted as well, and I'll be posting on that.
Wait, we had a blog before?
We had a blog before. And in fact,
there's a blog. What?
With the rest of the V2 Game of the Year nominations. So far, I have Me First and 6 Axis on there. I still got the Post-Gens and Nautiluses in my own. But yeah, there's.
So I bet it's either Breath of the Wild or Super Mario or something.
6 Axis was Breath of the Wild.
Or Persona.
And his runner-up was Super Mario Odyssey.
Yeah.
Number 2, his second runner-up was Divinity Original Sin 2.
But let me finish. But Super Mario the Odyssey, I actually support that because that is a good game. I played it a little bit at friend's house and it's fun. But Legend of Zelda, no, doesn't do very well.
And then Me First, his Game of the Year was Divinity Original Sin 2. All runner-up number 1 was Evil Within 2, and then runner-up number 2 was Get Even. You can read the reasons why on the V2 blog, which we now have on our website because I gave Blaze access to many things. Blaze could basically shut down V2 if
Hot V2 blogs.
Blaze has all the access to all the things.
Now we need to go get fixing that Reddit we never use.
Oh god, I've never used Reddit before. I'm not sure.
We have Reddit?
Yeah, we have a subreddit. It's on the main page.
My nomination is Senran Peach Beat Splash.
I started playing that too.
Ooh.
It's entertaining, but I feel like they could have done more with the multiplayer.
Yeah, they could actually
play through the single player and getting.
I actually can't find a. I can't find a single match online.
Also, if anyone's interested, I want to play a 4-man squad in EDF 4.1.
Yeah.
But the only one I know who owns it is Hogan, but he's not on when I'm on. So if anyone wants to play that with me, that would be swell. I don't know if I can stream it very well, but I think I tried and it wasn't working too good. I have on Steam right now.
Steam is full of those games. I think I have one, but I don't know which one.
I know that I don't have it, but I'm not against getting it.
So if you want to squash some bugs with me,
if the price is right,
EDF.
Time zones, so on and so forth.
I mean, up very early though, because I work at like 4 in the morning. So like me getting up really early isn't a problem.
No, I get home at usually 6 or 6:30 p.m. my time, which is like 4 a.m. America time.
Yeah, dude, I'm like up at 2 in the morning
Yeah,
usually.
I'm at
because I have to go to work that early.
Home from work, so I'm not there before 4 a.m.
The one I have is the one EDF game I have is Insect Armageddon.
No, yeah, I own 4.1 on Steam, and I played it with Hogan a couple times. But I kind of want to play with a full squad, because I think that would be fun.
Is it still set in Detroit?
Kind of seems to be a game.
I know that one of them was set in
Detroit?
Is there also a brewery called
The city seems very Japanese. But... Sakura, but I don't talk to Okura.
Is there a baby calling around somewhere? Ask your kid about that. What D Spirit V2 just said. But I think one of the EDF games was actually set in Detroit for some reason.
EDF is still full price, so I don't know. Whenever it goes on sale, I am interested in playing. I am interested in playing 4.1 with people. That game's kind of boring by yourself.
Divinity Original Sin 2 sometime as well, just to play that.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it to go on sale. I heard good things about it. I'm interested.
Me and Jim were playing the first Divinity Original Sin, but we got sidetracked by other things, like usual.
Like usual. Like usual.
I believe that might be it for the V2 news. SPAHCRAB came back to do a special 24-hour stream around Christmas time, so he can show up on V2 from time to time. You may or may not look forward to him. Depends on if his schedule is.
Yeah, I did stream with him a couple. Yeah, I also played 100% Orange Juice with him.
I would have joined for that, but I was at work at the time, so that's why I didn't respond to any of the invites or anything. Well, I believe that is the news
100% Orange Juice.
This week at V2. I probably will not be available for newscast next week because I will be not at work, but it's currently 3 a.m. on Monday right now. This Monday is a holiday, so I don't have work, but next week I will have work. So yeah.
And you'll be asleep.
Loeln talks from the future.
From the world of tomorrow. Spoilers, it sucks.
I don't.
No surprise.
I'll have to think of some filler for next week. Sad. Anyway, catch Monochrome. I think is Monochrome streaming right now? Yeah. Follow. Yeah. So from here, go catch Monochrome on the Quantum Break, our newest edition. Once everyone's a streamer, no one will be a viewer.
Well, if you have a Twitch account, that means you can stream. So everyone that's a chatter is technically a streamer.
Can it be a streamer?
It is no longer hard. Except for audio. Fuck audio. Stream audio sucks.
No audio.
I never had problems with audio.
Thank you all for watching, not only the newscast, but for everything else. In other news, I lost my wallet this weekend, but whatever. That's not V2 news or anything.
That sucks.
What if it's Japan?
The V2 wallet is gone!
Japan, probably someone found it and they took it to the police.
Yeah.
All the codes were in it. Oh god.
I don't know. Can we do that? I think we have the technology.
A what?
Auto host monitor.
Yes, I believe so. Yes? I think we have to add him to it, but yeah.
Well, there is auto hosting, but I don't think the V2 website actually recognizes it, right?
No.
No, I don't think it does.
I would be like on for the most of the day because I host a lot of people.
I think there's also a way to raid, like
Yeah.
to raid his channel, but
People
I don't know how to
to
work that either
monitor.
on Twitch. Oh, why can't we just do it the usual way?
I think it's just /raid, isn't it?
Oh, do it. See if it works. What's his stream name?
Do
Fucking
it.
do
Do
it.
it.
What are you doing? Don't talk to me about it.
Do
Just
it.
fucking do it.
I mean, you might have to do it, Lo, because you're video too, aren't you?
Like,
No.
you have access to the dashboard, I mean.
Yeah, but I'm not the account.
I don't know how to work the account. I'm not hired for this sort of thing. Hell, I can't even get the goddamn Europeans account. God damn.
That's what your help is for. No? I don't know. Yeah, it worked. I put it in and it worked. With 5 raiders? What?
So what did you do? Just explain
Like,
to me
let's do
like I'm
it.
a child, because I am. /raid JT _
I push /GT monochrome and it says working.
/raid. Okay,
/raid.
/raid channel name.
JT monochrome. Is it it's doing something?
Posted link in the chat.
It's the new power that we
Yeah.
will surely not abuse.
And now I'm rating JT monochrome, so catch y'all later. Bye bye.